Hello, everybody. It is May. Spring is in full effect, and we have a great update coming to you this month. Adam's going to be sharing some information on an announcement from the BC Ministry of Housing regarding communities that are priorities. Jory is going to share some details on the recent changes to the capital gains tax. Ash, some details on the Hello Ferry, and myself, I'm going to be talking a little bit about some new exemption limits for new construction property transfer tax. Adam, BC Housing, what did they come out with?
Yeah, so this started last year when we saw big changes coming up for residential and zoning and everything. They announced 10 communities last year, but just recently they announced this year 20 more communities to be added to the priority list, Nanaimo being part of that, most of it being in the southern part of BC and Vancouver Island. There's also Colwood and North Cowichan on there. They don't have housing targets announced yet for the new list, including Nanaimo. That should come this summer. But the hopes is when we have those housing targets, we'll see municipalities kind of push new housing forward to meet those goals.
Well, it's good to be on the list or on their radar, right? Jory, capital gains tax, some changes.
Yeah, so in the federal budget for 2024, the government announced an increase in the capital gains tax. So currently it's a 50% or half of the capital gain is what you are taxed on. What they are proposing is that anything over $250,000 is taxed at 2/3 or 66.7%. So not going to be a big change for a ton of people, but for anybody that's making over 250,000, that additional over the 250 is going to be taxed at a slightly higher rate. Those rates are still going to be dependent on your income tax bracket because it is going to just be added as taxable income. So, if you're making $500,000 on your sale, 250,000 of that is taxed at half the rate. The remaining 250 would be at the new 66.7%.
Right. So anybody, any of our clients that bought a house in the 70s or 80s, maybe into the 90s that are selling it now, it was an investment property, you might be affected a little bit, but for most people, that if your capital gain is under 250,000, there won't be a change on that. Actually, the Hello Ferry, pretty cool service that I've enjoyed myself, really enjoyed my ride. What's the news out of their department?
Yes, so for you hockey fans, it is Canucks playoff season, and the Hello Ferry has been offering extra sailings and delayed sailings to accommodate the game. So if there's no OT, it comes back at 11 p.m. If there's one OT, it comes back at 11:30 and a second OT at midnight. It's way past my bedtime, so you'll never see me on it, but
yeah, for those sailings
out there.
You might want to upgrade to the recliners if you're coming back that late. Catch some Z's on the way home.
Yeah, exactly.
Very cool. And this was big news for us. We've got a development that was impacted on Royal Pacific Way, Pacific Ridge. There is a change to the property transfer tax exemption for new construction. So it used to be 750,000. Now that limit has been increased to 1.1 million, which is more appropriate. So that's going to capture a lot more homes. So this is not for first-time home buyers. This is for everybody, as long as it's your principal residence. 1.1 million or 1.15. There's a partial exemption up to that limit, but that could save some significant money on I think our Royal Pacific, in that they're in the $14,000 to $16,000 savings kind of range, which was a big change. It wouldn't have qualified before when that limit was 750,000. So very cool. The market, we've been pretty busy. We've got a bit more listing activity out there in general in the market, of course, and we seem to be seeing a lot more activity coming out there. So exciting times ahead. We're here for you if you ever need us, and we hope you have a fantastic May. Have a great day, everybody. Bye now.